In the western foothills of the Pocono Mountains lies the 16,000-acre Hickory Run State Park. The park contains more than 40 miles of hiking trails, trout streams, lakes, waterfalls, camping areas, gorges, and an incredible boulder field that is a national landmark. The park is open every day of the year, sunrise to sunset, and entry to the park is free, but camping permits cost $50. The visitor center hours vary, but are generally open by 9 a.m. We asked what were the most popular attractions, and the park ranger handed us a map to Hawk Falls and Boulder Fields, so we decided to visit those two areas. Hawk Falls is a short drive from the visitor center, and you have to hike about 1.5 miles down into a gorge towards the fall. The trail was easy to traverse, and there were some nice scenic spots along the way. There was a really cool part of the trail that was covered with small trees, and it created a beautiful natural canopy to walk under. The waterfall itself was beautiful and definitely worth the trip down the trail. We then headed to Boulder Field. To get to Boulder Field, you have to take a 20-minute drive down a gravel road. Along the way, you pass through a beautiful lush forest as you make your way to the field. It may sound like a strange place to visit, but Boulder Field is unlike anything you have ever seen before. The Boulder Field is about 16 acres in size and spans almost 1,800 feet at its widest point. There are several theories on how exactly this boulder field formed, but it was likely created during an ice age, as there is evidence of glaciers within about a mile of the field. Everyone was in awe and enjoyed walking along all of the boulders. If you visit the Poconos, Hickory Run State Park is a must-visit. Originally known as Mach Chunk, the town of Jim Thorpe is a small town with a mix of old-world Victorian charm and modern outdoor adventure. You may look over Jim Thorpe on a map, but it was once the second most popular tourist destination in the country, right behind Niagara Falls. We were hungry, so we decided to stop at the only place we saw open at the time, which was Molly Maguire's Irish Pub. The place is clearly the town's most popular restaurant, as it was packed, and for good reason. The food was absolutely delicious. We then took a ride on the Lehigh Gorge Scenic Railway. Adult tickets start at $19 and $10 for children under 12 for standard coach. For a few extra dollars, you can ride Crown Class with better seating, Vista Class, which offers a glass dome, and an open-air car. We opted for the open-air car, and we highly recommend it. The roots of Jim Thorpe stretch back to the early 19th century when Josiah White, the founder of the town, discovered how to effectively use anthracite coal as an energy source. The Lehigh Coal and Navigation Company was created and began mining in the surrounding hills. Innovative techniques were used to transport the coal along the Lehigh River, including the Switchback Gravity Railroad, which is known as one of the oldest roller coasters in the world. After its days of mining use were over, it became a popular thrill ride for Victorian tourists, who came to the area to enjoy the great outdoors and admire the incredible mansions of the wealthy industrialists like Asa Packer.
The former Lehigh Gorge Railroad, once owned by Asa Packer, and it passes over the Lehigh Gorge to Cornwall and Asa Packer Mountains. Here comes engine 2015. That's 2,000 horsepower. It was built by the General Motors, Electric Motors Division, and is listed as GP, General Purpose.
We were planning on touring the Asa Packer Mansion, but it was cash only and we were running out of time to make it to the old jail museum, so we decided to skip the tour and head to the old jail. Resembling a fortress standing guard over the town of Jim Thorpe, the jail was built in 1871 and used as a county jail up until 1995. The building is best known for the site of the hanging of 7 Irish coal miners, known as the Molly Maguires in the 1800s. Visitors take a 30 to 45-minute guided tour of the jail and are given a video history lesson of the Molly Maguires before the tour starts. You cannot film at the jail, but you can take photos. The jail had a cold, eerie feeling, and you could really feel how dreadful prison life was back then. The tour was incredibly interesting and worth visiting when in Jim Thorpe. There is a lot to do in Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania, and we spent way more time there than we had anticipated. It is totally worth a visit. There is ample metered parking in the area, and you should plan to spend the entire day there. There is so much more to do in the Poconos than one might think, and it's definitely worth a visit. We spent 3 days here, and there were still a lot of things we did not get to see. We will definitely be back to the area soon, and we highly recommend a visit to this very interesting part of Pennsylvania.